I thought I was safe until she found me again. After Mike's death, William vanished. He stopped replying to messages, blocked friends, skipped therapy appointments, and even ghosted his job. It was like grief swallowed him whole. I wasn't surprised, but it still hurt. We'd all been through something unimaginable, and now William, my former best friend, was just gone. Then out of nowhere, Patricia Williams' aunt reached out. She emailed me first, then showed up at the bookstore where I worked. I almost didn't recognize her at first. She looked refined, soft-spoken, dressed like someone who hosted art fundraisers or charity brunches. She expressed concern about William, said she'd been encouraging him to stay in therapy, claimed he was finally making progress. She gently suggested that maybe, if I felt ready, I could visit William during a therapy session. It could bring closure for both of you, she said. I hesitated. The restraining order I'd filed was still valid, and though Patricia seemed kind, something about her felt performative, like she was playing a part she'd rehearsed. Still, she handed me her card and gave a warm smile. No pressure, she said, just think about it. That night, I found a small box on my doorstep. No name, no return address. Inside was a photo album, pictures of Mike and me throughout the years, high school prom, our first camping trip, basketball tournaments. At the very end was a short note on thick cream stationery. Thought you should have these. Mike would want you to. P. I cried for an hour. After so many months of numbness and pain, I finally felt something real. For just a moment, I thought Patricia might actually be trying to help. Then the weirdness began. First, my mom called, nearly in tears from joy. Some anonymous donor had paid off their second mortgage. It felt like a miracle until I thought about who might have done it. Then Theo, my coworker, casually said he'd seen Patricia at a local cafe asking folks about me. Apparently, she claimed she was working on a book about grief. That didn't sit right. I called her, trying to keep my voice steady. She acted surprised, apologetic. I should have asked your permission. I'm sorry, she said. It's just William won't talk to me, and I thought this would help us understand what went wrong. I asked her to stop involving me. She agreed too quickly, like she already knew she'd been caught, and just like that, the odd incidents turned sinister. My car tires kept deflating, not punctured, just slowly leaking air. Inconvenient, but hard to prove. Then my laptop glitched, files were moved, passwords stopped working. IT at work told me it looked like someone had remote access. I brushed it off until Vida, my cousin, got in trouble with her nursing school. They accused her of letting unauthorized people stay at her dorm. Completely false. I started connecting the dots. Every thread led back to Patricia. Out of desperation, I called Cassandra, Mike's other aunt, the one Patricia never really spoke to. Cassandra wasn't shocked at all. Patricia raised William after their parents died. She's always been intense, controlling. She never liked our side of the family, she said. Be careful, I should have listened sooner. The harassment escalated. One night, while closing the bookstore, the power went out. I waited for the backup generator to kick in. It didn't. The doors locked electronically, and I had no phone signal. I was stuck inside for hours until the police found me. They brushed it off as bad luck. I knew it wasn't. I installed security cameras around my apartment and changed my daily routine. But the sabotage followed. My bank account froze from suspicious activity. Job complaints were filed under my name. Apartment applications mysteriously got rejected last minute. Patricia was isolating me, cutting off every exit. I finally confronted her outside her house. I caught her as she was returning from yoga or Pilates or whatever mask she was wearing that day. I told her firmly to stop. She gave me a tight smile and said, "Are you okay? You sound paranoid." I recorded the conversation. Later, I checked the file, corrupted. No audio. Something scrambled the recording. Even Cassandra wasn't safe. Her husband's job suddenly came under fire from anonymous reports. Emails disappeared. Meetings were missed. It was a clear message: stay out of it. I felt like I was drowning. Every step forward was met with invisible resistance. Desperate, I reached out to William's therapist. I asked if she could pass a letter to him. I poured my heart out, explained everything that had happened. I begged him to talk to Patricia and tried to stop her. 3 days later, Patricia appeared at my door. The charm was gone. Her face was tight with fury. "You had no right to contact him," she spat. "He's fragile." I snapped back. "So was I. So was Mike." She didn't reply, just turned and walked away. That night, I found the word liar scratched into my car door. The security cameras I'd installed, they malfunctioned right during the time it happened. Then Vic, a paralegal who'd helped me with legal documents before, called me. He'd looked into Patricia's history. There were other people, neighbors, co-workers who'd experienced sudden bad luck after conflicts with her. Nothing overtly criminal, but the pattern was there. With Vic's help, we compiled everything: texts, records, screenshots, and sent it to the police, to William's medical team, even to a journalist who covered digital harassment. And then silence. No more frozen accounts, no more complaints, no more whispers in the shadows. A week later, I got a call. It was William's therapist. "He wants to apologize," she said. We spoke on the phone. His voice was different, grounded, tired, but sincere. "I'm sorry," he said. "The adoption, the manipulation. I wasn't myself. I forgave him. Grief messes with people," I said. "But you have to see how much damage was done." He told me Patricia had stopped visiting. He'd asked her firmly to leave me alone. For a while, things got better. I moved into a new apartment. My job stabilized. My relationship with my parents started healing. 6 months later, I was accepted into college on a partial scholarship. As I packed, I found the photo album Patricia had sent me. I hesitated, then slipped it into a box. Mike's memory mattered. It deserved to be honored and tainted by everything that came after. But I should have known she wasn't finished. College was peaceful at first. Then one afternoon, my roommate casually asked, "Hey, was that your aunt at the front desk yesterday?" My stomach dropped. I hadn't told anyone about her. I went to campus security. They took my report but didn't seem overly concerned. Then my keycard stopped working. My meal plan got deactivated. Professors received anonymous emails about my mental instability. And my part-time job, someone tipped them off that I was stealing. None of it was true. All of it was Patricia. She had followed me across state lines. William's therapist confirmed she'd cut ties with him. He was worried. Said she might be unraveling. Vic advised me to file a new police report. In my current city, this time, the detective took me seriously. This crosses state boundaries. He said, "You're looking at federal harassment." Things hit a turning point when Patricia tried to approach my roommate on campus. He took a photo finally, hard evidence. Campus police issued her a trespass warning, but she wasn't done. She targeted my new friends. Online, made burner accounts to message them. During midterms, there was a fire alarm in my dorm and in the chaos, my laptop vanished. Security footage showed a woman in a janitor's uniform entering my floor. I was done, beaten down, ready to drop out. Then Cassandra called Williams. Finishing therapy, she said, he wants to confront Patricia himself. I panicked, he's not ready. But she told me the truth. Patricia hadn't just enabled Williams' obsessive behavior, she had created it. The detective moved quickly. 2 days later, Patricia was caught trying to break into my dorm. She had my stolen laptop, printed schedules, even notes about my classes and routine. She was planning something much darker. William visited the next day. He apologized again, not just for what he did, but for turning a blind eye to Patricia's actions. This time, he was helping. He gave statements to prosecutors, handed over old messages, even went public in court. Patricia faced federal charges: stalking, cyber harassment, interstate threats, and theft. Her lawyer tried to argue for psychiatric treatment instead of jail. I agreed, but only if it included a permanent restraining order and mandatory supervision. The judge approved it. With Patricia gone, my life started to rebuild. I finished the semester strong. Made the dean's list. My parents visited. William sold the family home and donated to mental health foundations in Mike's memory. He was healing slowly on his own terms. 1 year after Mike's death, I visited the campus memorial garden. I had added Mike's name to a plaque there. As I sat in silence, my phone buzzed. It was a message. A photo of Mike's grave, fresh flowers. Beside it, a note read, "Your son is at peace, his friend is thriving. Thank you for saving us both. William."